Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
Welcome back, Universe, to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, episode 8 of season 2, our first ever 8th episode of our second season.
Coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studio here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin.
Oh my God, you got it right. We've had so many co-hosts in here lately that botch that every time.
You know, I make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Jeff actually threw your clipboard last week.
Yep.
It's not that hard, Jeffy Poo.
If you're looking to buy or sell a house or interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. I won't forget that number because I wrote it on the chalkboard.
He's cheating.
Right in front of me.
He's bragging, but he didn't think of that. One of our guests thought of that.
Yeah. Well, I kept saying 262, 41. Now I just said like 30 numbers. They have no clue where to call. So today we are here with the very funny Seth from Sweats and Suits podcast. Hey, Seth, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
There
How are you?
Go. All
How
right.
are things?
Get one of them.
Yeah, I got
Things
a
are
thing. I like
good.
that shit.
Yep. You, I'm guessing you're the sweats half.
Facts. I'm wearing sweats. I wanted to be clear, which one I was.
Okay.
Things get mixed up all the time. Like Eric will sometimes wear sweats. I'm like, hey,
That's
stop
my
that
thing,
shit.
man.
Leave it up to me. I'm the comfortable one. Put on a tie.
I want to be comfortable too.
No, forget that.
I like the comfortable atmosphere.
Hey, he chose his name.
Yeah, that's why Mark still has that gross-ass chair that he sits in.
Yeah, I like this
but
chair.
It's comfort.
It's a little low rider. I'm a little lower than
Listen.
everybody. I'm comfortable.
As men, we all got those drawers that we held on a little too long because they're comfortable.
Yeah. Then they get you in trouble.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because you'll be out in public one day and it's like, whew.
And you're gonna crouch down. Who is it, Breezy?
Like, damn.
I just exposed myself to a minor.
Are they filming Dirty Dancing too?
I saw this in a movie once. This is about to get bad. I'm gonna go get back in the car. We'll just wait. When you kids are done playing, let's come back to the car. I'll just wait.
Yeah, the point of failure in my pants lines up with the point of failure in my underwear.
Same thing with socks, man. You fixing the sock to go over that toe. You're like, nah, I'm not getting rid of these socks. They're too comfortable.
If I ever make it big, one pair of socks a day, throwing them out, never washing socks again. There's something about having a nice, fresh pair of socks on.
I know a friend of mine who wore one white tee every day. He threw away white t-shirts.
Oh.
Well, if you're buying them in bulk, that it might be on the dollar a shirt.
This shit made me mad.
People spend more on coffee.
I was upset because he was like giving them away. Like after he wore them once, he would just give them away.
Ooh, now it's a charity. He can write that off now.
Yeah,
As long as he's giving it away instead of throwing it out.
Right, he gave them away. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, really? He just like bag them up. He was like, I only wear them once, so I just wash them, bag them up, and take them,
Nice.
drop them off to like the homeless and
I
stuff.
hate that. I had that idea for a company, and I was all cranked down about Molly. I'm like, I got this dollar sock company we're going to do.
Yeah.
And homeless people always need socks, so we'll have the people mail them back. We'll get them dry cleaned and then give them to homeless shelters.
Dry cleaned.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
you're not going to give them
Latte
used,
da.
like,
Well, regular clean.
dirty socks.
Well, then I looked online, and that already exists.
It's like you just stepped
Yeah,
up to
well,
luxury.
Yeah,
That's so brilliant.
I did look like dry cleaning is a little much.
So,
You're
yeah.
going to get this regular tumble wash,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to put it on hot, and we're going to really make sure
Shrink
we
it.
get this shit clean. And,
The
you know.
socks for kids.
Right, hey, as long as their feet aren't cold, that's what I look at. The results,
Yeah,
You
all
get
right.
two socks so that you flip one of them so the hole is on the other side.
Yeah.
That'd be a
So-
weird tan line.
Sometimes the old, you just got to flip the whole sock over. So now you're walking on the top sock. It's like you're wearing a brand new sock.
Wow, you just blew my mind.
That's what I'm here for.
Blew my mind. All right.
I'm mind blowing.
Today we got Seth, Sweats and Suits podcast, the sweats part of it. We learn if people can do anything without Google, gym class without the gym, Hollywood sex scene rules, police using your Apple Watch, Wall-E is now real, and final episode of Jeopardy leaked. But first, we do this.
It's the hot seat!
I've been ready for
Did
this.
we snip this so it's shorter yet?
No.
No.
I'm ready
Called
for this.
filler!
Yeah.
You want a 35-minute show?
A filler.
Oh yeah.
I'll shorten it.
Alex is sounding good.
Yeah.
Longest drop ever, but that's tight. You got to keep it long now. You cannot shorten that. Like, if you shorten that, it won't have the same effect.
Right,
Like,
I kind of like it.
yeah, you got to let it just go, and then people talk at the end of it.
Right?
All right. Do you do any New Year's traditions?
I'm in the house guy. I've always just, like, I'd rather be in the house with my family than go out.
Yeah.
Unless I'm working. I've worked, I bartended, done security before. But if I'm not doing that and making money, I'm in the house getting drunk so I can fall where I lay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We did a Marvel catch-up marathon at my house.
That's
So I finally saw Endgame.
How'd you?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
We were talking. I got all the spoilers because how can you live
You
and
couldn't-
not hear
yeah,
those?
yeah.
So I already knew who was going to live and who was going to die.
Yeah, you
but,
couldn't
know,
miss it.
It's
Like,
still fun.
I think it took like 3 weeks for it to really get ruined for people. Like,
People were pretty careful on the internet.
yeah, because
about not
they
spoiling
dropped that. They Marvel dropped that letter, so they were asking people, "Don't spoil it. Let people see it." And people kind of respected it, but like I was,
it. Yeah, that was odd.
it was
Yeah.
really odd how they
Wait, they-
respected it. Like,
They put a letter out asking people not to spoil it.
yeah, like it was like a letter after the first one. They put the letter out and then they dropped it again saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, let
Huh.
people enjoy it. Don't spoil it. Even though, like, there were spoilers out, like, from
Yeah.
overseas. Like, there was a whole scene.
That would be the total dick move. Okay, I watched 22 movies for
Right.
this final one.
For the payoff.
and then you ruined it.
And then, like, one hour after the movie comes out, Tony Stark is dead!
Spoilers.
Oh, you forgot the spoiler alert before that. I went and saw that in the theater, and I bawled my eyeballs out in the theater. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
ugly cried.
I'm not ashamed to say I had a tear.
Yeah.
During
I had
that moment.
something in my eye, too.
Yeah, like Tom said, after 20-some movies, we're invested in these characters.
Like, who the
more
fuck
so.
is cutting onions in here? That's stupid. Oh, fuck that. Why he gotta die? Like, there's so many other people you could have killed.
No, I was like,
Bucky. Fuck you, Bucky.
Yeah.
I need
Bucky do it.
Bucky got an arm. Fuck him. You need Tony.
One arm.
One arm Bucky. Can't even masturbate if you fuck him up. Like, he remove his arm, he's stuck. He can't masturbate without a tripod. He's a terrible person. Fuck we need Bucky for? You gonna kill Tony. I was so pissed and sad. And then, you watch the fucking funeral scene and everybody's crying and you sitting there like, well, I ain't gonna be the only bitch not crying, so here I go. All right, here it is.
That begs the question, Tom, if you had a robot arm, would you trust it to masturbate?
Oh, what if the grip settings are like if I bumped it going down the stairs and it just turned it up to superpower?
Oh, see.
Then I don't even realize
I
when I
was
grab
think-
it. It'd probably be cold.
I was thinking about what if you can give control to somebody else and let her beat your meat for you.
with the
with
robot
con-
arm,
with the
with your
remote.
robot arm.
Yep, with
I,
the remote arm.
nah, I don't let chicks do that to me.
Oh. I've been
You don't let him hold your controller?
Well, I've been.
I don't think
I'm
I've
the
had a
Zen.
hand, I don't think I've had a hand job since high school.
No fashion? You don't get the old fashions?
I have not gotten an old fashioned HJ since high school.
Well, I've been playing that instrument since I was born.
Yeah.
You're going to come up and one up the Zen master
Right.
on this thing? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Not
Warm
gonna
your hands
lie.
up.
Not gonna lie. It's like autopilot when somebody else does it for you. It's like, hey, look. You just gotta throw your hands back. I think the last time I had an HJ, I was sitting in the front seat of a car, and I had to hope that I had a towel in my trunk because shit got messy.
I haven't had a hand job. I haven't had a hand job since Scouts.
That is a
Hey,
terrible.
Your mom's watching, by the way.
Oh,
She says hi.
I got some bad ones once in a while.
Hi. Hello,
You
Mom.
probably learned that one from your ma.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What's the last stupid argument you were in?
Oh God.
Molly and I just had a stupid argument.
What was the last stupid argument I was in?
I'll give you some time. We had a big fight over birdseed.
Wow.
Molly doesn't put enough birdseed in, and it really
Yes,
pissed
I
me off.
do.
Yeah.
Does the bird overeat?
No. And it's as cheap as birdseed. So I actually went and I ripped the quarter measuring cup off the ring and I put it.
He's like, here, use this.
This is how much seed they get.
Okay, so I'm about to I might open up a can of worms with this shit. But I feel like a lot of arguments you have with the opposite sex is gonna be like stupid in the eyes
If
of
it's
a
your
man.
significant other, yeah.
Yeah, like in the eyes of a man, it's like, are we really fucking arguing about this?
About
So to
birdseed?
me, it's stupid. To them, it's the most like passionate shit in the world. So I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure it happened with my wife.
Yeah.
Like where it was just like, this argument is dumb. Like we're really arguing.
We gotta
about
just
this.
shut up and make out.
Something.
You can
should
fix
happen.
this with a hand job, lady.
Fam. Or I can fix you with a hand. Something.
Yeah.
Shit. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I was a masterclass fingerer.
That's a Jedi fingerer.
Yeah, Jedi finger,
We
man.
should do a TED Talk about that. We got the
Bla-
stage downstairs.
Hey, I'm a black belt fingerer. They give you
Oh,
a black
man.
rubber band to throw around your 2 fingers, and you just
A black rubber band. You're bringing in tools.
yeah, man. No, that's just
I'll
for-
finger the hell out of you when I got my stuff with me.
Tom
yeah.
does not need gadgets to
Like,
please
you
a
lucky.
woman.
You're lucky. You lucky I ain't got my rubber band, and you would get. I would fap the hell out of you. Fap is all you would hear. And coming out of this room.
That's what it sounded like when I got here.
But
That's why you were surprised to see me.
Molly, let's put him to the test. I just
Wow.
He doesn't have his rubber band with
I don't
him.
got like I'm
Alright.
out here all loose fingered.
We'll run into the hardware store. You can finger my girlfriend.
This is turning into Howard Stern really quick. I don't know. Like,
What happened? Like,
Yeah. He
I was
walks
trying-
up with a toolbox, sets it down. Oh, you're going to get fingered. Hold on.
Jesus.
I came for action.
You need Bucky's arm.
Yeah, man. We wear a sweatband too. You know,
The
just
sweatband.
really make it official.
We gotta
Could
keep
it be
the sweat
like
out
a
of your
pink
eyes.
Hello
Yeah.
Kitty one? Though?
Yeah, something real sensual like Hello Kitty is perfect.
I know you do.
I do have a pink Hello Kitty
Yes.
headband. I wore it for volleyball just to make people think I sucked.
I
I was
actually-
really good at
I
volleyball.
was actually good at volleyball. I just played football, so there was no
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
We had to make a tough decision, like football or volleyball. I like hitting people.
I like playing with chicks, so volleyball was for me.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
I like being.
When they're all bent over in front of you in those shorts,
Ah, that's smart.
When
instead
one of the
you're
back
putting your
jumps up.
hand under somebody's balls to get a.
See, nobody ever had to touch my balls. I didn't play center.
Mark did.
I played center.
That's crazy.
A lot of small
hated-
guys here in
I
Cedarburg.
hated center, fam. Like, there's no way in fuck I could have played center.
Yeah.
Stupid.
The way it works for us, it was almost every play was a double team. It's just a matter of who's helping me.
Who's helping? Like, yeah, like he can snap the ball. Let's put him there. Like,
He's quick.
sometimes that's what you do.
You ever
like,
have like a guy having a bad day that's not really in the game and he's supposed to help you? Like dude
Yeah.
just got dumped by his girlfriend and he's crying on the line and you're like, "Hey, buddy,
I've had somebody
Full
like,
they're
Together,
blitzing here. Let's get it together, man."
I think we had something like that happen, like where the guy was mad at the quarterback, so it was like a
Oh, so he
Oh, he and
tripped.
the quarterback broke up.
he did a oops,
Yeah.
he did a oops,
Whoops.
like whoops, and let him get hit, and we all knew it.
Okay.
I'm like, dog, are you serious? He was like, he earned that one. I'll be, and then he looked at me. He was
Second
like,
and 14.
and then
Let's deal with it.
I grabbed him like that's enough. He said, I know. I just need to let that one happen. We're back. All right. And I was like, all right.
And that's why quarterbacks buy cars for their linemen.
Offensive linemen.
Yeah.
So they
You
don't
gotta-
have those bad days.
Hey, listen, man, if you're a quarterback out there, love your linemen because they can fuck your life up.
They phone it in one play, you're
Yeah.
done.
Oh,
Your
dude,
career
the
is
wrong,
over.
the wrong phone in, like that left tackle decide,
I don't feel like
fuck you,
pulling
buddy.
today.
Well, fuck you, buddy.
Not
Yeah.
today.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit? All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
Said.
Yep. I'm just going to lay down. I'm actually going to swing the guy at you.
All the linemen are moving except the one guy. He's just still standing there like, oh,
I didn't hear hike.
I didn't hear
Are we
you.
going?
I thought it was on 3.
Yeah.
We've never gone on 3 all season. Thought you were trying something new.
There you go. All right. How much poop needs to come out of your butt before it's considered shitting your pants?
What?
If there's enough to leave a mark on your drawers,
Yeah.
that shit. Like if you're farting and it's a and there's a brown streak, you shat your pants.
Okay.
I would agree with that. I feel like if you can feel it in your ass, like as you're walking,
Your butt cheeks.
yeah, like
But if you
like,
can get to the bathroom before it touches.
if you can get to the bathroom before it touches, it's cool. But I still think you shit yourself because there's substance there, and the wrong because think about it, the wrong bump into something with at that point, you shit your pants. It's just how can you keep your drawers off of that crack part just enough to stop it from looking like your kid was coloring with brown crayon in your underwear.
Yep. I had to abandon my underwear once at a Bullwinkle's.
Yes, he did. True story.
I upgraded from medium wings to hot wings, which I've never done before. And then, when you're leaving the restaurant and they got that extra doorway where everyboing's waiting.
Never been to Bullwinkle's, but okay.
Oh, well, most
The
restaurants
breezeway.
have the
The
breeze.
Oh, the
atrium
breezeway.
space.
Okay, the
Yeah.
atrium. Yeah.
Well, I thought it would be funny to crop dust them as I'm leaving. And I had to immediately spin, and I
Go back into the restaurants?
Yes,
look
I
at
did.
them all in
I
their
know.
faces. Like,
Commit. Go back to the car. Nobody has to know.
No, I left.
We were going to a concert
concert.
afterwards with his sister and his brother-in-law.
So
and
did
his
you
mom.
stop and buy some new ones on the way?
No, I did not fart
just
the
went
rest of the
commando?
night.
Did you go
I
to
had
the-
my one bad.
You went to the concert Commando?
Yes.
he did.
Straight commando.
Yeah, those were just gone.
That
He
made
did just a U-turn with this look on his face. and
Like,
went
where's
back
Tom
in.
going? Did he forget something?
that had to make for like a great story. But did you have on jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the worst shit in the
I
world.
know, your
Going
pink tip gets
commando
on
with
the zipper.
jeans. Oh,
So I gotta wear sweatpants.
Yeah, damn it.
I wore a lot of sweatpants when I was a kid. I did not like jeans until I was like 3rd grade.
I wore jeans, and then I got to high school and realized this is stupid. I can wear pajama pants and jogging pants.
No one's
every
gonna
day,
stop
Yeah.
me.
and chicks are still gonna like me.
See, my weight
Yeah.
fluctuates with the seasons pretty decently. So I will be 40 pounds lighter in the summer.
Damn.
So I can't wear the same pants all year.
Yeah, I'm just
I
fat.
gotta get
year
different.
round. That's
I'm
consistent.
getting fatter.
And
None of my
that's-
pants fit anymore.
That's also jogging pants though, because you got a drawstring, so you can push them out or tighten them as much as
Right.
needed.
One pair of pants will still fit you all year long because
Yep.
you can just let them out.
That's why I wear a lot of joggers,
Tighten
man,
them.
because my weight does fluctuate some, but it's usually in size, not necessarily in weight. Because it just depends on how active I am in the summer and shit. I still play football and coach and all.
All
that
my
good
joggers
stuff.
need to be replaced because I haven't got new ones since high school.
Oh wow!
So the cords are just falling apart in my hands.
yeah,
Call them joggers.
And now
shit.
my pants are just chronically falling down.
All my joggers.
Well, usually I sleep in them in my old gym shorts.
And
But now
Mark's
I-
got a hairy butt.
Yeah,
You can,
I get up to go to the bathroom and I'm naked
y'all
halfway
are
there.
close. This is beautiful.
yeah,
Well, he used to sleep on my couch a lot back
Yep.
in the golden year.
yeah.
Mm.
So he'd be walking with his hair like, dude, that is a hairy butt, man.
My fucking apartment. You are a guest, sir.
Yeah,
You
hey,
should
man.
thank me.
Right.
You want me to run a razor, buddy?
Right,
And a-
nah.
and a show.
Nah, man, you gonna get all his hairy ass. That's what we doing today. You know what I mean?
Wow, I am learning way too much today.
Yeah,
That was just down the street. That was the party house.
yeah. I partied with Terry and Jeff though. Wrestlers and hockey players, professional wrestlers and hockey players, dude. I went to Mark's party house to sober up.
That's crazy. Cause they party hard.
Yeah, we had
I've partied with. Some.
you know who Hornswoggle is?
Yes.
He lived with us.
Dog, that's cold.
Not me,
Yeah,
him.
he's from here. Yeah,
Yeah,
him,
it's
him
Dylan.
and Braun Strowman.
Yep. We had Dylan, Justin Dredd. We had a couple bombers. We had Mickey McCoy. Professional wrestlers and hockey players. Don't party with them both, ever. Don't let them.
Don't let him mingle.
No.
Yeah, it's a
We
fight.
actually had to put a designating fighting spot outside
Yeah.
because,
Because those bombers will bring Malort.
well, everybody, they're both really tough classes of people.
Yeah,
So
wrestlers feel like
I'm the toughest.
Yeah, I'm the toughest, and hockey players definitely.
Yeah, but then
They
all it
whoop
takes
ass on
is.
skates.
Yeah, but my shit is real. And then.
Who would you rather have to fight? A hockey player or a wrestler?
We locker box with the hockey players.
Okay.
You locker box?
Yeah, what is locker boxing?
You put on the headgear and the gloves from hockey.
Okay.
Oh,
And then you hold each other with one hand so you can't get away, and then you just
Nice.
box.
Okay.
oh.
So yeah, I did pretty good.
I don't know who I'd rather fight. I don't think I care.
I think
I
a
was-
wrestler is.
I think I was
more-
a fighter. Like
I think a wrestler's going to showboat a little more.
I've had to fight. Like I fought. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I've had.
I
my-
think a wrestler will bite your throat. They
like
get
wrestlers, I
crazy.
feel like are gonna try to grapple you a lot more to where it just gets annoying. Like after a while, like you're trying to just have a good regular old fight, and this guy's like
Yeah.
holding your hips and thrusting and trying to like just put you in this awkward position to punch you where you can't even see where it's coming. Like that's just I don't have time for that. I'd probably go with the hockey players because I think it's more of a dick swinging contest. Let's see who can punch each other.
Yep.
And take the punch. Like
And then a ref will come and break it up anyways.
at some point.
I've heard that girls wrestling is on the rise in high schools right now.
Oh yeah.
There's teams now that have more girl wrestlers than boy wrestlers.
You know why? It's really a psych out though, because there are boy wrestlers who won't wrestle women
Yeah.
in high school.
I wouldn't want to in high school because I was super awkward, and I cannot imagine something more awkward than having to grapple
A woman
with another,
it was,
probably equally awkward woman.
I think it was a pride thing. Like a lot of dudes were like afraid to lose to a girl, so they would say stuff like, "Oh, I don't want to hurt her."
I don't mind losing to her.
No,
I just don't want to like touch her boobies.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, what if I'm trying to do a reversal and I gotta grab the titty or the gooch or something?
Hey, you played the sport, so you gonna get a titty grabbed. Like
you're gonna get flipped by your tit.
So my onesie might look a little different when we're done, but as long as I get the pin.
Yeah. I got goosed on every play in high school football.
I just hope she's good at the 69. I would take that move.
Well, isn't that just seems like too much of a
she had to spin around you
down a girl and holding her against her.
There are plenty of girls who could kick my ass. I'm not worried about that.
Like, cause there were girls who like tried to play football, like, and I hit them. I didn't give a shit.
Well, you got to, right?
So I would probably have.
You don't want to be a sexist and let up.
I would probably have the same mentality going into wrestling. Of course, I was heavyweight, so I'll be going against a nicer sized woman, and I'm pretty sure that I'm like, look, you can take it. You'll be all right. Fuck that. I will pick you up over my head and put you down.
Throw you in the crown.
No hesitation. Not gonna make you feel any less.
Go all Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really would like to be an Ultimate Warrior and just put her on your head and just
gorilla presser
and just let her go. Like, to stand at the edge of the mat as she's like this, wincing in pain. That's what happens. How you be a villain in real wrestling? That shit is you just turn heel in high school wrestling. Like you just before it starts, you just super kick them up. Like you're down.
Yeah. You got a Ric Flair robe on when you're coming out.
You didn't have fireworks in your high school wrestling?
Dude, really, like this. Your mom is just in the crowd with two Roman candles, just letting them off as you done drop kicked a girl in the fucking face. Like, this is crazy.
That's my boy.
I told you, honey, don't let up.
Yep, like, 3 points for the reversal. Oh shit. This is going way off the rails. I love it. I'm only on question 3. Who would win in a fight versus a caveman and an astronaut?
Oh, caveman all day.
Astronauts ain't shit.
Yeah? They got to be athletic.
Yeah, but they don't like box or anything.
Yeah, they're nerds.
Well, they could be, if you're an astronaut, you're a scientist, or you're like a jet pilot.
And you're essentially athletic nerd.
So you're Val Kilmer from Top Gun, or you're a nerd.
So we're talking about Val Kilmer versus Encino Man.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
And yes, I just made an Encino Man reference. Excellent. That has to be the first in a lot of...
We haven't made a lot of Pauly Shore jokes here, have we?
No. That's because I felt bad the last time I saw Pauly Shore on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He does not look good, and Joe Rogan gave him, or I think Joey Diaz gave him some edibles that fucked him up so much that he just had to leave.
God, that's hilarious.
He just crawled under the table and left.
Yeah, in the middle, he was having a conversation like this, and he's just like, well, guys, I gotta go. I'm way too high.
Gotta feed the weasel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
This is a Sprecher Black Bavarian. It's been in there for a while. Because we missed a couple of weeks.
Another?
I think so, yeah.
All right, can I just get
up?
up?
Yeah, get up and get one.
Go for it.
Oh,
Marco,
you are a guest.
Hey, I appreciate it. I got a rule. But next time I come, I'm not a fucking guest. So like, there's one time. You got one time to come, like, and I treat you all nice and shit. Like, would you like some water?
Yeah.
Second time you come, hey, get the shit out the fridge, man.
Yeah.
It's there, B. It's there, B. Oh, there are Bud Lights in there and shit.
Yeah.
Help yourself, Danny.
Oh.
What's your worst gambling loss? Do you gamble at all?
Yes, I have gambled. The worst loss I think has to be Vegas.
Yeah.
I woke up super early before everybody we were with. My wife is still asleep. The couple that we went with is still asleep. I can't sleep because the time zone is all fucked up. Mm-hmm. I go downstairs playing single deck blackjack. Fucking them up. I won like $300. I was like, man, I'm killing this shit, right? So I go back upstairs, have a regular day. I'm like, I won so good earlier. I'm going back downstairs. I lost $400 right there. Like just, and I just didn't stop. I'm like, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? I was up $300. Like,
did you change your strategy because it was house money?
I don't know. I just think I'm
up. I'll be a little risky.
And what pissed me off is I didn't even realize I had dipped back into my money. Like, so it not only did I lose what I won, but then I lost some of my shit that wasn't designated for it. So I'm just sitting there like, I gotta win this back somehow.
Yeah, and then
So-
you lose more.
Gotta go find an ATM.
No, I broke. I can say that I won. I beat Vegas because I had a certain amount of money I gambled with, and I dipped into the stash to get myself back above that, and I left with $2
Nice.
All right.
A win is a
of
win.
gambling money. Yeah, like I was up $2.
Factor in some free drinks you got.
Oh, all the free. That's the best part, man. You just gotta
Yeah.
penny slide it up, right?
Yeah.
Sit at the penny slots, drink, get a buzz, and then go buy one of the tall fucking like slushies, or what the fuck do they call them?
Oh, I know. I
I've
lost.
seen all the novelty drinks.
The
I haven't
Pioneer
been there in a couple
drinks or
years.
whatever?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and I got like hot like the 190 octane, but then said, "Hey, throw another shot of Bacardi 151 in there." So they did that dumbass shit. So I drank that, and I'm just walking down the street aimlessly. I don't even remember half the rest of that night. I woke up throwing up while everybody's going to breakfast.
Ah,
So I threw up for like half the morning. Drank some water. Then we had like the 24-hour buffet. You can go to like 4 buffets and shit for 24 hours. Man, I hit like 2 or 3 of the buffets like in an hour because I was just trying to like feed the beast that was this hangover.
Yeah.
fill the stomach up.
Then I went and played some penny slots and got back on the horse.
There you
I
go.
had to bite the dog to bit you, man. Like I'm like right now I'm suffering from like a hangover headache right now. So I drank a beer earlier, and when I saw you drinking, I was like, that looks so
That's a good idea.
I had my worst gambling loss. I only lost $20, but it was like the 2006 Gold Cup. The U.S. Soccer was in it, and they were down in the pool play so bad that they had to like beat Italy by 4 goals and then beat Germany, and then they made it to the round of pool play. So when I bet them, I put $20 on them, and it said 999 to 1 odds, which means that's over 10 cents.
Yeah, you're making some money.
So then they beat Spain, which hasn't lost in like 4 years, and then they're playing Brazil in the championship, and they are winning 3-0 at halftime. And I got so fucking drunk that I passed out.
Damn.
And I woke up, and everybody's like, "What the hell happened?" They lost 4-3.
Oh,
Over 20 grand sitting there.
yeah, that's a bad loss.
Like, oh, they were up at 3-0 is forever in
That's why I don't
soccer.
gamble with money.
Yeah.
See, that was something else I was gonna say.
Usually every Super Bowl we do a stupid bet.
Mhm.
You know, Packers Patriots every year. Preseason first game of the year, we say it's going to be Packers Patriots Super Bowl, case of beer.
Boom.
And I think I owe you like 10 cases of beer at this point.
I think I did.
The Pats have been to more than the Packers.
I don't know if you guys could tell, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay.
So
Hey, we all have our demons.
this year, like, so I had 2 losses that really like screwed me. Against the Packers, that was a catch year. I bet somebody, and
Which is now a catch.
now it's a catch. But I had to wear a Packers hat for a week at work.
Ooh.
Worst week of my life. And
Too many high fives?
yeah, like no, people were like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" Fuck you, Tom. You don't even talk to me. You never do this. Like we've never high fived a day. And yeah, but you're just wearing such a
Go
beautiful hat.
Packers!
Yep.
I said fuck you so much that week. I don't like. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to say it anymore. I thought I ran out. Like I thought I was gonna have to go to the store and buy some more fuck yous again because I said it so much. And then like just recently, a friend of mine is a Giants fan. Another friend of mine is a Eagles fan. So we all had a bet. Whichever team wins the division, the other 2 have to buy them a shirt. So obviously, me and the guy from the Eagles are like sweating the last 4 weeks of the season. Obviously, they won, but it's just hearing him talk. Like, he FaceTimed me with his big cheesy shit-eating grin. Oh, how you feeling, man? Acting like he cared.
Mm-hmm.
I called him so many names and disrespectful things. I told his wife she should leave him. Like she doesn't have to put up with such shit. So that hurt too. Like those kind of losses. I tell people I don't want your money. I want your pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I survived middle school with the Packers beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That was not a fun middle school experience.
My
kids
Cowboys
were-
are really winning.
You taught me the best gambling phrase ever. Double or nothing. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
You just keep saying that until you finally get one, and now it's nothing.
No, it's nothing.
I'm done playing. Pay up.
Until you got
You
that
owe me
one.
$15,000.
Double or nothing.
Until you got that one person who just like, nah, stop. Not for real.
What you mean stop?
Stop. Nobody stops a double or nothing.
Yeah, you could double your money.
You been kicking my ass. Come
You
on.
got nothing to lose.
Nah, bruh. I'm gonna take my $27,000, and I think I'm gonna put it down.
Don't you
payment on
want
house.
$54,000? Can't lay off it.
Take it in the check, please.
All right. Do you feel weird eating a banana in public?
Nah,
I break it off in public.
nah. It don't really bother me. It's only awkward because if you like sitting around a bunch of white people and I'm black, and then they're looking at you like, look at him, he enjoys it. And it's like, hold on, fam, chill out. Like, so that gets awkward.
They start
We have
filming
big
you.
black mics in our face
like,
right
yeah,
now.
black mics. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
like I'm looking at y'all. Like, I seen a porn scene like this.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't know. That shit is funny to me because usually somebody's gonna say something. Like my friends are like childish, so if I come like into the gym eating a banana, they're
Well,
like,
how do you eat it? You're like,
just grab it, like, but you gotta like bite it tough, like I don't know, motherfucker, like
right through the peel.
right, yeah, fuck this peel.
You just gotta eat it slower and mess with them.
No,
Slower, Molly.
Yep.
Are you licking that banana?
I just
Seth
always,
brought dinner. It is a hot dog without a bun. It is a popsicle and a banana.
hey man, which one you want? You know what I'm saying? I just tell people, hey, like you keep eating it like that, I'm gonna put you on the corner and make me some money. We're gonna really get this sex trafficking thing cracking here. Like, I think it's called whoring. Is what
Turning tricks.
yeah, turning tricks. Yeah. I like that better
What's
than
your
whoring.
guilty pleasure?
Porn.
Porn?
Yeah. Who doesn't love porn?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Star Trek?
I got into rom-coms for a while until I realized they were
Which
all
ones?
the same movie. Forgetting Sarah Marshall was the one that got me hooked.
Oh, were
on
you
'em.
dumped?
I don't know.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall was a good one though.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah. So then I started watching more of them, and I'm just like, why am I? Okay, I guess I like romantic
Is
comedies.
that guilty though? Is porn guilty pleasure? Yeah, I think that I was.
If you feel bad about it and you're embarrassed of it,
No,
it's a
I'm not
guilty
in.
pleasure.
Unless you go down a weird rabbit hole.
Okay, all right. Since I would
you
probably
do.
my guilty pleasure that like something that I thoroughly enjoy, but I do not tell a lot of people. Which on the pod recently, I just started really talking about it. I was a Spice Girls fan.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I could probably like sing their whole first 2 albums with no problem.
Yeah.
You get enough
Yeah.
beers in me, and I'll start putting on Backstreet Boys.
There,
Get enough beers and Mark. He
I
sings
got-
Alanis Morissette.
I
He
got.
sings a mean Alanis Morissette.
Really?
Yeah.
The
See, I
90s
like-
were a golden age,
I
I
like
feel.
what's called too Lisa Loeb. I did what is it? You say? You know what I'm saying? Stay.
Okay.
I did her
Yes.
song Stay. I did that at karaoke.
I'm gonna mess up Lisa
Didn't-
Loeb's glasses in a porn.
She actually turned out to look pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa. I'm old enough now, so it's like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
trying to get bust on?
Oh man.
I'm joking. To my wife.
For legal reasons.
Yeah.
Based on my wife, I'm joking. Lisa Loeb, I'm sorry. You are, I take it as a compliment. You're bussable. Continue.
All right. Weirdest thing a guest ever did in your house.
Had sex in front of us.
Whoa.
In
Oh.
front of you?
If
Were
y'all
you
really,
involved in
if
this
y'all,
decision?
No. Yes, we were. If y'all really want that story, I can give you that story.
We'll take it.
Okay, I don't even know if I told this on my own fucking pod. So, just met this couple at a funeral. That's all
Oh,
right.
you never take a day off.
Through a friend, through a friend, we met this couple. So after the funeral, we all went to eat, got to know them. They had just had a baby. Me and my wife had just had a baby. It was a lot of common things, a reason for us to like hang out. So it was like, well, we do a lot of game nights at the house. How about you guys come over? They come over. Everything is cool, normal. We're drinking, playing games. We
Lord
got,
of the
like,
Rings Monopoly?
apples to apples. Nah. I never watched Lord of the Rings a day in my life.
Yeah.
And I was gonna jump in and say I never watched Star Trek or Star Wars. When I was a kid, you couldn't tell me that they weren't the same shit.
They're especially back then, they were
Uh-oh.
totally different.
Mark's
Oh,
moving
man.
them up.
I said that as a Facebook status, and I had all like the Trekkies and
You,
like stuff.
sir.
It was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a piece of shit. I'm like, dude, I didn't know. Like,
You're allowed to not like them, but they're totally different
yeah, like
things.
hold on, like whoa, don't lump them together. All right, so we're drinking, we're partying. Now the best part about this, they brought their daughter over. My son was gone. We only had one kid at the time. Our
Alright.
son was with my mom. He went with my mom religiously. She picked him up right after work.
Sure.
Like, hey, I'm
grandma
picking up my
time.
grandbaby.
Yeah.
So cool. So she's in the back sleeping in my son's bed, which is fine. It's comfortable. we're drinking, and then we go outside. We're sitting around like you got the fire pits, and we're just talking. And somehow people like we got on the conversation of like I don't know if it was fetishes or just like shit that we wanted to do before we died. Random conversations.
Bucket list,
bucket list shit that happens around the conversation of a campfire, or whatever. So they're like, yeah, we want to have sex in front of people, and then like there was like we all laughed like, oh, for sure, like I've done it before. Like I fucked a chick in the same room that my guy was fucking a chick in. Like shit, it's called college.
Well, yeah, but you're not watching each other.
I kind of was watching. I was trying to keep up. Like, hey, fam, you're not finna beat it up better than I'm beating it up over here. Like, no.
Track meet.
Hey, man, look, hey, I need, like, we looked at each other like, hey, my dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Tried to switch. It didn't really work. So,
But what if he's doing something you never even thought of?
Like, and that's what I'm saying.
Learn.
Like, you got to learn the moves. Like, see, at the time, he wasn't eating pussy. I was. So he looked over like, God damn, boy. I'm like, yeah, So we're talking about this shit.
Hand me that rubber band.
Yeah, we're talking about this shit. Let me show you something. Like, so we sitting around, they saying it, and we're not believing that they're going to actually do it. Like, they were like, well, we'll go get started, and y'all just walk in. All right, so they walk in, like, we got them the little blanket to put on the floor and shit.
Sure.
And we're outside.
Should have made it real awkward and just put down newspaper.
Like, damn near. So I'm going to tell you, like, so mind you, me, my wife, our next door neighbors just so happen to be her sister and husband. So we had like two houses of like just family. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we're out there talking and we're like, yo, you really think they're going to do this shit? I'm like, man, hell no. Like, so, like, because we're in disbelief. Like, we're going to go in there, they're going to be standing up like, y'all nasty, and it's going to be a big joke. And then
you hear the
and then we, like, so we have a bottle of Bacardi Apple out there, and we're like, yo, if they in there fucking, we're going to need a lot more of this shit. Cause I wasn't prepared to see just a random couple that I just met fucking. Oh, he's a friend of mine on Facebook. If he sees this, hey,
no names have been said.
We got Nicole saying hi, and we got a James Mack saying, Seth, I see you.
Oh, okay. My man. So
you listen to the door, and you heard...
No. We're at the back. We're at the back, like, of my house. And from my house, like, through our house, you can see the back door, see right in kind of into the living room, and all I see is shadows. So we're outside, and it's like, fuck it. So me and my brother-in-law are like, let's go in here and see what's happening.
So you recruited?
No, because me and him, no, he was out there too.
Oh, okay.
So, like, this was a whole house, like, next door. They had this conversation in front of all of us.
So it was the four, okay.
Yeah, so we walked in,
okay.
and she's just sucking his dick, like, right in the middle of the room. So I'm like, oh.
That doesn't count.
I'm like, it's lit, right? So next thing you know, like they're, like, going through their normal progressions of fucking. He ate some pussy, she sucked some dick. And I'm sitting there, at first I'm watching, like, yo, this is, like, terrible because I can't fast forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I'm thinking,
yeah.
I don't like the kind
I'm thinking
of
that porn,
part.
like, I don't want to get to the good part. So they're like fucking. So it got awkward when, like,
You start telling him what to do.
it got like, yeah, why don't you just hit it like
get
that?
on top.
And I thought about yelling some shit, but oh fuck. Okay, so while she's giving him some head, like, he pulls her head off and, like, slaps her, and I was like, oh shit, like, and I say that out loud.
Did she bite him?
No, like, it was that was just the freaky shit that was into. Bow. I said, oh shit, hey, you just slapping bitches, nasty motherfucker. So after a while, they're fucking for like 20 minutes, and we're sitting there like, all right, he might have whiskey dick or something, because
20 minutes. Yeah,
hey, if you're going raw, come on,
just showing off, guy.
Yeah, like, now you're on bullshit because you got 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's why guys switch position.
Yeah, the switch position is the slowdown.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo,
that's why I have a sandwich in the middle.
I think he was having stage fright a little bit though.
I would totally do that. Yeah, I don't like peeing with other people in the room.
I don't give a shit about that. I pee outside. I pee in front of people. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a free bird. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So the only reason it stopped is because their baby started crying. And that was probably the most awkward night. Like, so she run, like, weird. So he gets up and goes in there. She's just naked on the floor looking at us like, hi. Like, nice titties.
Well done.
Yeah. Hey.
You're doing a good job.
Hey.
That one part, that was great.
When this is intermission. You need a Gatorade
when he slapped you, you didn't deserve that. Right. So
she's getting on her side now.
I'm with you, my guy. Like, so the baby wouldn't stop crying, so she had to get up. So they ended up just getting dressed, and, like, it was just they never came back to our house again. And it wasn't until, like, this year, like, where my wife saw her, and then, like, she went to like their kids' party. Like they were cool. Like this isn't to bash
So were there
them.
ladies in the peanut gallery too, or was it just you?
My
and your
wife was there.
brother-in-law? Okay.
His wife was there.
Just going, I can't believe it. They're
Like we
actually-
were all like literally texting each other in a group chat. Like, yo, what the fuck?
So it was just dead silent.
TV on.
What was playing? You know.
It was a movie. What movie was on? Fuck me, because I was laughing at the movie. Like, oh shit.
still watch. You're not even paying all
Because,
the
like-
you're not even giving them the full attention.
No, because nobody watches the whole porn scene.
No, you start in the middle.
So you know where the
That's
best part is.
Well, it depends. I like my porn scene to have like, I want it to be a scene. Like I don't like the chick that's sitting on the couch waiting.
An
to get fucked.
introduction,
Yeah, like give me like a storyline. Like I want
a narrative.
yeah, I want like the stepmom.
Take me on a journey.
I want the stepmom who caught her daughter, beating off and wants to help teach her. You know
And
what I
then,
mean? Like,
there's a plumber here.
yeah, like give me that. I don't like the vibes of just like, how old are you? 18? Or I'm gonna ram you like you're 18.
In the back of this
And
van.
then, yeah, like I even like the bang bus though. The bang bus is pretty lit. Come on, man. We all like bang
Well,
bus.
it's totally
Man.
staged, though, right? It
Maybe.
has to be.
This episode went off the rails fast.
Or is it?
Bang Bus, yeah, they got to pay the chicks, right?
No, but you ever seen the one where they
No, it's
like?
an audition.
Oh no! Remember the
yeah.
the bang bus where they would act like they're gonna pay the chick and pull off, and then like a sound effect would just come on like, oh,
She didn't get paid.
That shit was hilarious. So they have like the chick chasing behind the van, like, where's my money? And it's like
It's $5 and half a pack of Newports, lady. That's what you earned.
He's like, stupid bitch. Like that shit is hilarious. Oh man, that is great porn right
I mean,
there.
I suppose that could
Oh,
be
man.
real because it's not like it's TV. You don't have to sign anything to have your face on it.
Well, yeah. Well, you could sue for, but if they sign thinking they're
Do you-
gonna get paid,
If you sue, then it's like the Barbara Streisand effect, whatever it was, where once you sue, now you're bringing more attention to it, and more people are going to see it, and it's going to be worse.
yeah, it's gonna
You
be
just
worse.
let it go.
Guys, we're not even going to get to any of the stories or the interview.
Oh, sorry.
These hot seat questions
go.
are just taking over.
Let's do it.
That's all right.
I
now
love
our
it.
stories are going to seem boring. What the hell?
Yeah, right.
Hey, that was like the craziest shit in the world.
That's crazy. I don't know what I would have done.
Mark brought me this story. I thought was interesting because I totally believe it.
Well, I read it, and I got a little mad at it.
Why is that? Two
Okay,
in five adults.
you're married, you got kids. Do you own a house?
We live in a house. We don't own it.
Okay,
We're
do you
renting.
consider yourself handy?
Decently, yes.
All right. Tom, do you consider yourself handy?
Yes.
All right. Who taught you to be handy? How'd you learn?
Shit.
Books?
Family.
TV? Family? Dad?
Like, like uncles. My dad died pretty early, but like my
Okay.
cousins taught me to do stuff. Like, you pick up stuff at work. Like, I worked in a diesel shop for a long time, so I picked
Okay.
up a lot of stuff.
So other
yeah,
mentors
yeah,
showed
this
you.
kind of showing,
Okay.
learning like that, yeah.
And Tom, your dad is obviously a roofer. I assume Foz taught you most of what you know.
Yeah.
Almost everything I know about my house, I learned on the internet.
Okay.
So that's why I know all this shit.
Okay.
And I consider myself in the top quarter of handiness for my generation.
Well,
So-
you've remodeled your whole
My dad
second
is
floor.
a jerry rigger, though. I didn't learn properly.
Well, he was an
And it was-
army
Hey, man,
mine
you gotta make
detector
that shit
guy.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he fixes stuff, it's been Fozzed. That's
been Fozzed,
That's his
that's a
nickname,
frame.
and so it's
So,
been Fozzed.
He gets it done. He's an Army Corps engineer, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet is great. Like, I know people who've like made careers off something they learned on YouTube, but I mean, at the same time, I don't like. We're from a different era. Like, how old are you?
35.
I'm 33,
34.
34,
35.
35. So we're all old enough and young enough
To remember not having the internet.
not having the internet,
Oh, yeah.
or we
Or the-
remember
the
dial-up.
dial-up.
Yeah, we remember the dial-up. So like, we remember what it was like before everything was so
Where
accessible.
you could just,
Right.
beep, beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep. How do you
like,
fix a leaking
so-
toilet? Yeah.
I think we have an advantage and a disadvantage because,
We don't have to retain anything.
right, like now it's like, damn, I learned that once, but all right, let me just look it up. But we're still good enough to look it up. Like the people after us are like, fuck the internet. I remember
Right.
how to do that shit. And then if they have to look it up on the internet, they get pissed off and call you. I don't know how to work this shit. Like my mom calls me for everything, and it's like,
Just
Mom,
look it up
like,
online.
yeah, like look the shit up.
My
So,
dad learned a lot of that stuff in books. So he'd buy a book on plumbing and he'd read it.
Yeah.
So that's, he read it. I'm
So-
just reading it on the internet instead of a book.
So the story
So-
says 2 in 5 adults can't fix anything without the help of the
A
internet.
single household problem.
The other part of that I think is the reason is, and it might be, So Molly, you now just bought a house.
Yes.
You rented before?
Yep.
Yes.
You're renting now?
Mhm.
I rented for a long time. We weren't responsible for shit when we're renting.
True.
Something, toilet leaks, call the landlord.
Exactly.
I'm a homeowner now. I'm on my own. So
What
in
do
the last
you?
5 years, I've quadrupled my ability because I don't
'Cause
have a
you have-
landlord to
yeah,
call.
you can't call nobody.
And millennials aren't buying houses.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, is
Call
again,
Roy
that kind of goes
We bought our
back to
house
like
from Roy.
us being younger and seeing like living in those houses and seeing like our parents do the shit.
Yeah.
Like we were like that was fun to us to watch.
Watch Dad
Like
curse
some
as he
get
tries
picked.
to
Oh yeah,
do
I love
plumbing.
getting sweared at when my dad
Some get
because I
fixed.
can't hold the light right. That's why the car's not working.
Hand
Because
me
of
the-
my ability to hold the flashlight, it's so shitty.
Come on, Mo.
or they say hand you the Phillips head screwdriver, so you looking for some shit that look like Philip. And you like
You hand him a wrench.
you like
Who's Philip?
this? No, you stupid. That's a hammer. All right. I'm just gonna give you both of these screwdrivers, and whichever one you reach for, I'm gonna like just.
that
there
was
it
the
is.
one.
Right, that's the one. So like, again, like that's still stuff that we had to like. We sat there. We wanted to be there for it. Nowadays, these kids don't give a fuck. Like, fix it. The internet's down. Fix the shit. Like they don't care. Like you know what I'm saying. So, like I have a hard time remembering what I did on the toilet before smartphones.
Oh yeah, what,
Yeah.
magazines? Game
When I was a
Informer
kid, I would
magazine?
take my Micro Machine toys in there with me, and I'd have little space battles with my X-Wings and my TIE fighters on the John.
I don't even.
I don't use my phone.
You would play Star Trek on the John?
Star Wars.
in the bathroom. No.
You don't?
No.
You don't take your phone in you when you got to poop.
No.
Well, that
You are
might be
one boring pooper.
that might be a gender thing because
I don't make
as
like
a
a
man, I do all my
thing
thinking
out
on
of
the
it.
John.
Yeah,
That's when I plan out my next
I make my best
house
statuses.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so half the time I'm not even pooping. I'm just sitting with my pants down on the toilet.
You just
on my
airing it
phone.
out,
Yeah.
airing it out.
Just waiting until your legs go numb, and then you're like, oh shit.
Now I'm stuck here.
So now you gotta do your legs like
Trying to get
this.
some
like-
blood flow.
Yeah, trying to just go back and forth a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
all right,
Shit, I've been here so long, I can't stand up.
Remember the first time that happened to me? I had my Game Boy. I'm like in middle school.
see now that I did
and I'm
do that.
leaning forward.
I
and I was
definitely
like,
took
oh
my
God,
game.
oh God, I can't leave.
I definitely took my Game Boy in there, played Pokemon
This is where I
on the
die.
shitter. Yeah. Damn, I caught hella Pokemon on the shitter.
He still has like every Pokemon game ever made.
Yeah, those are the only ones I need.
And I'm the nerd.
I got it.
There's
Game Boy?
different types of nerd.
Yo,
All the Game
you got a
Boys.
Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
I got
Damn,
the
I
yellow.
tried to
I
buy
got the
one.
yellow Pikachu edition. Ooh,
I had a what did I had the purple one that came out.
okay.
I had the purple one and I had
I had
the
the
Pikachu
clear
edition.
purple one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the Pikachu edition and I had blue.
Blue.
Never had red. So
You couldn't catch them all.
couldn't catch them all for shit, but I did do some trading and I caught them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you did the link. You had to link up with somebody so you
Yep,
can get the
I
ones
had the
from
link.
red
Mhm.
and the ones from yellow. Like, so
Oh, I know what happens too. I saw Alex's girlfriend caught them all. It's just boring. It's
Is it like when you win
one-
at solitaire?
It's like one screen by Professor Oak that says, "Congratulations, you caught all 151
Yeah,
Pokemon."
that's what you
oh
get.
yeah, you
Talk
don't
about
get you don't
anticlimactic.
get shit. Like it ain't like you don't get like they might throw you a master ball like here you go, but it's like man I done already duplicated that motherfucker so many times.
Yeah.
I put the code in. I know how to fly to that island and just go back and forth up and down on your
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta have it in the right spot.
Yeah, we skipped technologies in my house. I went from a fatty Game Boy to a Game Boy Advanced. Went from an NES to a PlayStation.
Yeah,
we skip phases.
We've
I
got,
didn't start skipping until recently. Like I just got my son an Xbox One.
I think we've got pretty much every console ever made, and
We play them like never now.
I gotta come to your house. Fuck, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
we've got a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo.
Oh, I bought the
PlayStation.
EverDrives, dude.
Yeah.
So an EverDrive, it's a blank old like Super Nintendo
It
disc.
looks
and
like
you
the
put,
regular game disc.
You put it in, and it's got every game.
It's got a slot for
Oh,
an
okay.
SD
Yeah.
card
But I
in
can
it,
play it with the
Bootleg
old
thing.
controllers.
Yeah.
and you
Oh, that's
download the
valid.
ROMs for every game ever
Yeah.
made for free.
And you can pause and save.
Yeah,
which
and you can
can't do
pause
in,
and
like-
save.
I got
But you
regular
play it
Nintendo, I
on-
got Sega, I got Super Nintendo, I got N64.
You play it on the original system with the original
Every game.
controllers. You start the system up, and it gives you a menu.
You're gonna
and you
move
pick
in.
a
You're
game.
not just coming in.
Oh yeah, I'm moving in. I actually just sold my
It's great.
Nintendo 64 and my 007.
Ooh, I tried playing that. I don't. How was I ever good at this game? This game is
I was-
hard.
I beat it. Like I went through and I beat it because I was like I'm determined to do this shit. It took me months because I
Yeah.
was like so out of touch with that fucking controller. So
I never had a 64. All my friends had them. They always wanted to play GoldenEye, and
I
yeah.
sold a Beanie Baby as a kid and used the money to buy an N64.
That's how crazy Beanie Babies were. You remember that?
Whoa.
One Beanie Baby on eBay.
What Beanie
I
Baby
bought
was it?
I don't know. I think it was one of the retired ones. I think it was a seal or something, like a white seal.
I can't believe like Beanie Babies were that crazy.
I know
Dude,
they were.
I worked at McDonald's at that time, and we used to have Beanie Baby Mondays where people could come and trade.
Yeah,
They're doubles
the
for
teeny,
other-
Do you remember
the
when
teeny
Toys R Us
Beanie
did that with
Babies.
Pokemon?
No?
Toys R Us did it with Pokemon. There was like a Pokemon League at Toys R Us. And I went up there a couple of
Awesome.
times and like battled and shit. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. These kids were like fucking me up. Like,
How old were you?
what? I was probably
33?
12.
No.
12 or 13. Because I'm trying to think
Yeah,
like
this
when
was
I had
yesterday.
my, like what school did I go to when I had my Pokemon, like my most Pokemon cards? But I was like in middle school, like 7th, 8th grade.
I played
then-
Magic the Gathering. I was a cool kid.
What is Magic?
It's kind of like
It's a card
Pokemon.
game.
Oh, okay.
It predates Pokemon by a little bit.
Yeah, I
came out in the
remember seeing
90s.
those cards more.
Yeah.
Did you Dungeons and Dragons?
A little, not very much, because my friends wanted to play other games like that. So I ended up playing a game called Top Secret, which is like James Bond themed Dungeons and Dragons.
But
so I played the shit out of that.
I never understood Dungeons and Dragons or not. Like, cause it would be like I'm the dungeon master, so he would create the story or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, he narrates
Played with
everything.
Mark.
Yeah, a couple of 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I tried to put a campaign together. I had Molly and Ian and Tom over and my wife.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It was
I'm
fun.
I'm lousy at it.
Yeah, you were giving us way too hard creatures when we were level 1 characters.
No, the most fun is that your wife was trying her darndest to foil every plan that you had.
You need one thing to play Dungeons and Dragons, and that's people who actually want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
She wanted
You get
to,
someone in there who doesn't want to play,
Yeah.
and they're gonna ruin it for everybody.
Mark's like, you walk into a bar and there's these two guys. What do you do?
There's a
You
crying
know,
priest.
there's a-
What do you do? Ah, fuck it. Let's go. Who's in
There's
the
a
corner?
priest and there's a whatever. And she's like, well, who's
That's
this
not my
random person
story.
over here?
What the
I
fuck?
sat on the job for 2 hours writing this crying priest dialogue.
that I was waiting on you to talk.
And then you said, fuck that crime priest.
Let's
We're
talk to
gonna
the janitor.
So if you're a dungeon master, that's your job. Like you don't play. You just
Correct. You are every character they will encounter, and you tell them, you describe the world to them as they're walking through it, and try to. The goal is to get them to go where you want to. But I've also been told one of the tricks is always say yes, no matter what dumb thing your party asks. Always tell them yes. They always need to think they're in control.
Even though you can't see what the dungeon master rolls, he could be lying about his dice just because he wants you to get fucked
Yeah.
up
Oh,
at that
that's
point.
just for drama. We're in a big
Yeah.
fight, and I want to make it dramatic. So your last hit would have killed him, but I want to stretch this battle out a little more. So I say you missed.
Yeah.
Stuff
you're-
like that.
dungeon masters are dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can do what they
yes,
want.
they are.
Wow. You learn something
Well,
every
it's maximum
Whether-
story.
Masters.
day.
Masters are dicks.
I would totally do that again.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
But we spent like the whole day.
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot done, but that's the nature of it. Like, I know other people who've had 20 nights long campaigns where they had to play 20 times to finish the mission or whatever. So shit can get really big.
Yeah.
But it's all in your head. It's all described and everything. Otherwise, it's the same as Neverwinter Nights or whatever you guys play. Whatever the kids are into.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was a jock too. Like I just had some nerd in me.
Yeah, I had the same
I
problem.
was
mostly-
the nerdiest
I was-
guy on the football team. Oh, yeah.
Nah, I wasn't. It was way more nerdier guys on the football team than me. Like, but I always had like my ear to the nerd streets, so to speak.
Yep.
So like, I started watching like anime a little bit. Like, I watched my second
What's your favorite anime series?
Dragon Ball Z.
All right, that's acceptable.
Every like athlete's favorite.
So who's
anime.
going to win, Superman or Goku?
Goku.
No, come on.
He'll smoke Superman.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Why you gotta
Spirit
start
bomb
this
that
argument
shit.
again?
We have this argument so many
Serious
times.
right now? That Superman can't. Man, what? Superman can't instant transmission. He'll get his ass kicked.
Think so?
Absolutely, especially with
They
Ultra
did.
Instinct.
Superhero
Super
beatdown.
Saiyan, whatever.
God Super Saiyan now. They even got another mode.
Yeah, he's Ultra
Oh
Instinct.
man, that show. I could never watch it because one battle would take like 3
The
shows.
whole week.
That's why you watch
That's why
Dragon.
you watch it.
Are you familiar with Dragon Ball
No.
Z Kai?
Yes.
They re-edited it a couple years
Yeah.
ago. They edit all that shit out. It's way more faithful to the original comic. It's much faster.
I'm like,
Dragon
man,
Ball Z
they're
Kai.
still doing the same battle they were doing yesterday.
So,
Because I never finished watching
This
it.
is dumb.
because you got to get the story behind the move he's about to use.
Well, I was watching it, but then I was also in high school football, and
Yeah.
it was on Toonami
Yep.
after school,
After
and I had to
school,
be
yeah.
at practice. So I forgot to set the VCR once. I'm like, I'm one episode behind. I'm never going to fucking get caught up.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah,
I
you're
just
done.
stopped watching it. And then I went back and I rewatched it when Dragon Ball Z Kai came out.
I think I picked it up during the Cell Saga. That was my first time really watching it. And then I went back and watched others. And
Watched all the Frieza stuff?
Yeah, like the Frieza and even like the real early stuff before Frieza when it was a Dragon Ball. And
I actually haven't seen Dragon Ball. I've just seen Dragon Ball Z.
I watched Dragon Ball because I used to work third shift. After about 2 a.m., it's quiet. So I watched like all the Dragon Ball where I caught up like, oh, okay, I get it. Like I seen how Piccolo went from bad to good and even too. Same way.
I'm frustrated that stuff's not on streaming somewhere. There's a Japanese version of Dragon Ball with subtitles.
I watched that, and that's what a lot of people this year during the Tournament of Power is the first time I ever watched it like with subtitles on Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
You guys are cute.
I just realized that me and you jumped into a whole like,
fuck these guys.
This is what I watch. This is what I watch. Well, no one's watching this now.
So shout out to another podcast called Geek Set. They're my guys. It's like they're all like rappers and like stuff, but they're like huge nerds at the same time. So it's the weirdest shit in the world. So like they're like, he told me about it. He was like, you have to watch it with the subtitles. He said it's better. He was like, to me, it's better. He was like, the voices are much better. Like, and then I get it because after like watching it, then they had the dubbed version that came through. I'm like, this doesn't have the same hit.
We've talked about that. We review movies sometimes, and we reviewed a Swedish movie, and I watched it with subtitles
We
in the
watched
original
it
language, and they
overdubbed.
watched the English dub.
Yeah.
And I think I enjoyed the movie way more than you guys
Because
did.
the dub, you can still see the lips movement. It's not the same, and you don't have the original actors' voices. It's just a voiceover, and you don't get the same.
And I'm a
like-
little more forgiving of cheesy dialogue when I read it versus hear it.
Hear it, yeah, because it's like you hearing it and you're thinking that's the fucking language it's in. But if you read it, it's like, oh, it's from another
That makes
country.
sense.
Something lost in translation.
Yeah,
here.
they suck. Yeah, they're just not. They're just
No,
not
but
hip.
you
I
weren't
think
getting
that's happened twice with
in
us.
that one movie. There was that Chinese Australian guy.
Oh
So
yeah,
how do you even make that accent?
it was The Wandering Earth. It
Yeah.
was like a
Oh,
that's
Chinese
weird.
blockbuster. It was on Netflix, so
Yeah,
I
that's-
made him watch it.
That's weird as
That's
shit.
weird. Yeah, it was a blonde Chinaman from Australia.
One of his parents was Australian.
Yep.
His hair was obviously dyed.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Was it like a Russian, like ice road trucker movie?
There was a Russian guy. Oh no, that was they remade
Russian
that movie with
ice
Liam
road
Neeson.
Yeah.
What the gray or whatever was that?
No, he's a plow driver
Fuck that movie.
in like
Plow
Sweden or
driver.
something. And it was originally
Fuck the gray. Any movie that can be defeated with a fucking running vacuum cleaner.
I like survival movies. They're good.
Yeah, we watched.
At the end, okay, spoiler. At the end,
He wins.
you can't. They don't sell those glass bottles anymore.
Yeah.
That he was
For this
breaking.
very reason.
Oh yeah, because he put it between his.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're all
but-
plastic now.
So that's your big
Airplane
problem
liquor
with the
bottles,
movie?
He breaks them and
He'd have sucked a dick for a vacuum cleaner.
vacuum cleaner.
All them wolves just started.
You got to have some suspension disbelief, Tom.
Dogs hate that.
yeah, but they're gonna run away once and then they'll be back and then they're not
Then you
scared of the
just-
vacuum cleaner anymore.
As long as you got battery powered and you just turn that on
Yeah,
anytime
but
they come.
they're not gonna be scared of it forever. They'll come back.
Yeah, they'll eventually realize that don't do shit.
Well, your battery's going to run out.
Yeah, like,
he
oh,
wasn't
your
charging.
shit dead now.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I have a problem with the Liam Neeson movie too. Like Taken. How you get taken twice?
Yeah.
Well, it was his daughter, and then it was his ex-wife, or was it his daughter again?
Like this, but I mean, come on, man. You got the worst luck in the world. Like, why all your bitches keep getting captured?
Well, it's like
I'd be mad as shit.
if someone kidnapped
Give
your
me that number-
ex-wife,
yeah.
you're like, that's too bad.
I'm breaking that #1 dad mug, dude. 'cause-
First of all, if somebody kidnaps your wife, you
Ex-wife.
not-
It was
or,
his
I'm sorry,
ex-wife.
somebody kidnaps your daughter. You not moving differently, like in the world, like now, like
Well, he was like a spy guy or something.
yeah, but fuck that.
So he had all the skills.
I don't want to hear that, man. He was it just so happened that you kidnapped the one dude with all the talent
Yeah, that's it. They kidnapped the wrong person's daughter.
twice.
Yeah, they weren't targeting him at all. It wasn't.
And that's the
something-
thing. Like, they weren't even going after him. It's just
They just picked
his
the
family just
wrong-
has bad luck. The
Son
people
of a
that you fuck with are kidnappable, and you need to change the people you hang around, sir.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be mad as shit if I'm his friend. Like, damn, am I next?
yeah. We can't hang out anymore.
Oh, hey, bro,
can't
this
be
shit,
friends.
this shit dead, bro. Like, I don't.
Well, you coming for me, right? You
Yeah,
coming
bro,
for me?
I'm not going out of town. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go to this other city away from you because
You've taken my neighbor.
I have a particularly set of skills again.
Yeah. Welcome to Taking 7.
Like Taking 7. We've had this conversation before. You know who you fucking with, right? And if I'm the kidnappers, I'm like, look, I'm just gonna leave the bitch here, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep trying to kidnap your people. Can you refer somebody?
Can you put a tattoo on everyone you know?
Please. Like, don't take her, or you took me. Like, you got my mom's already.
I wasn't
like,
taken for.
Right. just put a little X on her.
Thanks for tuning in, Universe.